Kane might clap cheeks. Monet don't trust nobody. And who is the baby daddy? Hey, thanks for checking in with the Gumbo Network. It's Southside Two-Town, Southside. And I got...
And it's Dexter who say, hey, and we got another episode. This is Season 4, Episode 2, To Thine Own Self. It's the name of the episode.
What do you think that means?
To thine own self. Everybody's out for themselves, nigga.
Everybody?
I mean, I feel like everybody's out for themselves, man. First off, what happened in this?
I think, all right, so what's going on right now, Tariq needs to represent, he recognizes that he just needs to take care of everybody. Like, there is no friends. Like, he's actually finally in the corner. You know what I mean? I'm happy that he's in the corner. But we'll talk later about that corner.
Yeah, I mean, he should have... This what Ghost was trying to tell him. You know what I'm saying? This game is gonna put you through too much. He was trying to save him. I feel like this is a eye-opening experience for him. He ain't never had to struggle like this. You know what I'm saying? He's been privileged his whole life. You know what I'm saying? To the good life. You know what I mean? And now he's, like you say, got his back against the wall. He can't even get an Uber when the car break down. You know what I'm saying?
Had to call baby Tommy.
You know what I'm saying? He literally got to go jack his own whip back. He down to jacking whips. You know
I hate you said that, because in my mind, it's like, you had the key this whole time. You ain't did what? How long we been?
Man, I would have been went got that. I would have been went got that one back. You didn't had to spare the whole time.
It was disrespectful how he had that spare the whole time. All right. So, outside of Tyreek, let's switch over to Monet. It looks like to me that Monet is starting to... I think she's starting to pick those questions like, hold on, y'all ain't heard nothing in these streets. Mm-hmm. I think she's starting to...
Oh, yeah. I think the jig is up with Drew and Diana and they playing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The minute that he brought up Kate Egan, there's a source of proof right there that they can like go back and verify. Might even got... everybody got the Ring camera, you know, if they even throw that kind of stuff up in there to show that, like, it was literally Diana and in a red wig, like, intentionally deceiving. You know what I'm saying? So,
all right. So we got out of there. So what about McLean? What's that cop name? What's his
the new cop is
he threw the kids out the window. Oh no, I can't say that. I gotta respect. I gotta respect. Hold on, time out.
I wanted to say Michael Ealy. It is. Don Carter. No,
that's Ealy.
Yeah, Don Carter. That's the character name anyway.
Well, all right, cool. All I'll say is I don't want to disrespect his artistry. He was able to do a role that was believable, and that's it. Because I feel like people can't be typecasted based off of anywho. But he's on McLean. Yeah, or McLean, whatever, you know. But
yeah, Method Man.
Can I be honest though? Man, I think Method Man gonna hop into the rotation on some gangster stuff.
They about to get in the streets.
I still feel like he connected.
Yeah, I'm like, with him losing the bar, I think this is a moment for him to like, cause he money hungry. You know what I mean? This is a moment for him to introduce Tariq into a new client or something that's a distributor. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know he represented people like that, so it's like it just makes sense for him to be in the mix like that.
So what about Obi?
Ooh.
Obi. Do you think Obi's gonna make it out of Don's interrogation? Do you think he's gonna be locked up? What do you think?
I think this is a moment to learn more about Obi. Because, I mean, we know he got family coming from Nigeria and stuff, but we don't know, like, what kind of people are they. It kind of seemed like they could be a little dicey. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like they gotta be, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I just feel like they gotta be.
If he on that street tip that heavy and, like, in with Noma and stuff like that, I feel like she probably was dragging her feet because she know how crazy they get.
My deal is, how did he get there?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, how did he even get to be in that position, you know?
Oh, yeah. And then it's like, you know, he's slipping with favor with Noma and stuff. You know, Kane kind of moving into his spot. You know what I mean? I don't know if him and Noma really messed around, but it seemed like they did a little something from that last episode.
He got to slip into the spot because Noma's already privy to the fact that the green cards already went through for his family.
She's already privy, Loaf. They made Kane drop the line to drop the panties on this
bro. Kane,
he dropped the panties.
The panties wasn't able.
She was like, word for word, love.
Hey, Obi, you can leave, Obi. You can leave, Obi. Obi, make haste, Obi. Yeah, he like, shut up.
Break out of here.
Go do one, mate. Go do one. You know, but I will say, well, whatever. I want to get into well, dang, we talked about everybody, but there is somebody I don't want to skip over. Effie. So Effie, I think she's getting ready to come. I'm gonna try to breeze through Effie. We'll get to it, but I feel like Effie's trying to come to a crossroads. Like she's coming to a crossroads of loyalty, even though we know that she's purely driven by her own motives. Like whatever I need, I get first. Mm-hmm. I feel like there might be an instance where her and Tyreek might have to deal with each other.
I know it's coming, but I just had a thought. You know how they always draw parallels with characters. You know what I mean? The main three ghosts, Kane and Tommy, is the Tariq, Braden, and Kane. You know what I mean? What if Effie is Dre? That's somebody that's playing every side until it's too late. And everybody, like, turns on them. You know what I'm saying? Because she's playing both sides, especially with like Kane and Tariq. And she and you see like Tariq, he already like not wanting to turn towards her and stuff like that too. But then she making a power move with the Russian thing. And the Russians only want to talk to her.
That was the best.
You know what I'm saying?
That was the best gift.
That's what's going to keep her in the game. That's what's going to... it just upped her stock to get paid more. It just upped her stock in the streets because of who she got to deal with. Tell me that ain't Dre in the Jimenez. You know what I mean? Like always getting himself into a good situation, but what he gonna do afterwards? You know what I mean? And then he playing both sides. Effie is the new Dre.
But that's the deal. Dre was just an ideal without the infrastructure.
Yeah.
Effie is the same. There's no. She's just bouncing between people who do have infrastructures. So I hope that somehow we find out something about whatever infrastructure Effie came from, the one that made her say she had to F over Tyreek the first time. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It can't just all be about Stanfield.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're trying to do a spinoff of Effie, but man, the best spinoff really to me would be for Kane.
That would be dope.
And I think that Kane and his spinoff should be like something from learning with Tyreek and those guys, because like we already know he's the muscle, the street stuff, the side like enforcement. But I feel like Kane is in a position where he could really pop off with I got the smarts for this. I've been in this environment, like to be able to couple that with like I'll really kill you.
Oh yeah, I really see him and Tariq coming together at the end of all of this. You know what I mean? Like I
think it'll still be spiteful.
It might, but that'll keep it spicy though. You know what I mean? Even Ghost and Tommy, they had a just a small beef between each other the whole time. You know what I mean? Yeah. Really, if you go back and watch, like they kind of was at odds, like kind of towards the end of the first season, because Ghost was really like trying to get out the game and like was really like. It was evident, you know what I mean, that he was kind of making moves to do such, and then it's like...
That's when Tommy started getting iffy, like, I gotta make something else.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's doing his own thing. So, I mean, like, Kane and Tariq gonna always kind of be at odds, but I think at some point it's gonna be a mutual respect, because they didn't already fought, they didn't already got money together, they didn't already drop bodies together, like when he dropped old buddy last season, killed Stern's boyfriend in the hotel room, you know what I mean? They was coming to do that. He was coming to make Braden do that. But then, you know, they come in and Tariq already did it. It's just like...
What up, nigga?
Yeah, like, you know, like, Tariq, he really with it. He offed the professor right in front of him, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right there.
So I'm like, he gotta have ways.
He ain't never lied to Kane either.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I can see them coming together at some point.
All right, so, bet. Man, I feel like we did a nice little background of characters.
Hey, this is real character development.
You know what I mean?
But this is what I love about Power in the Universe. It gives us enough meat on the bone to like something to dissect but it's also like hood enough for us to respect.
Where you can still put street smarts into your way of
enough
thinking.
of the streets, enough of the culture, enough of the fashion, enough of the swag. All of that is like all in one show, and that's why like I feel like this show resonates so much with just generations and with so many people. You know what I mean? Because so many people are so much in our culture is behind like D-boy culture. You know what I'm saying? And these are like the top line.
It's like
of
another
the
level
D-boys.
of it.
Yeah.
I really do believe that there's people or mafias or families, people that just operate in regular life inside of what they do in their street culture, and it's just a way of life. It ain't like necessarily all the cops type of deal and stuff. Like people still survive like that. I do believe that's there.
And they give it to us. This is the Sopranos. Showing us the mafia. This the Goodfellas. Showing you the culture of how it was as a kid, seeing it and looking up to it.
And then walking into it.
You know what I'm saying? Tell me this. That ain't Tariq. He was a kid getting introduced to the game, getting introduced to drugs, getting introduced to sex.
I hate he had to go through Slim for it. But either way.
Slim.
No, yeah, Slim. I had to say it.
Yeah.
But so all right, so we know it's popping. So in regard,
I was gonna say let's go ahead and say what are you thinking about we leading up to? What's next episode? What's coming because of this?
We're in the same thing. So here's what I'm doing. I'm gonna just talk about. I don't want to go into everybody as a whole. So I'm gonna talk about the Tejada family as a whole.
Okay.
I do believe that Monet, because of her line of questioning, she's gonna be able to zero in on what Diana and Drew have done, because she's already spoken with Tyreek. And one thing with Tyreek, the two most important people to the Tejada family is Monet and Kane. And one thing about Monet and Kane, Tyreek ain't lied with any of them. He was straight with both of those two.
Straight, yeah, the respect with both of them.
I feel like it's going to add in isolation when it comes to Diana and Drew. And I feel like Monet will not let it fucking go about how does Tommy Egan fucking mama.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think she's going to let, because she walked it down until she found out. She killed her own husband now.
I know. Hey,
you know what I mean?
She
like,
cold.
If she wants to know something, she'll walk it down. Black women for real. Shout out.
Don't find out.
Shout
that's
out.
That's just like your mama back in the day.
Mom,
you ain't hiding nothing.
Eyes in the back of the head,
for
bro.
real.
Straight up. So that's what I feel about that. I do feel like Kane is gonna clap cheeks and stuff like that when it comes to Noma. Hell yeah. I do feel like he will be experienced to some stuff with Noma, but I do feel like somehow whenever there's some, we can build off of this one. I feel like after there's some notification when he finds out that it was Drew and Diana, you know what I mean? I feel like he'll leverage his relationship, what he got going on with Noma, and benefit of Monet, and damn near basically be a mole, spy, or do whatever, something like that.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
And then Tyreek could be on the same page. Tyreek, when everything comes to the light, the people that would be on this side is Monet and Kane.
And that's what it's all gonna boil down to, like how the Tejada's about to split up for real. Because I do see that it's about to be something with Drew and Kane.
Drew gotta die.
And I'm thinking it might be time for Drew to go.
Next episode.
Hey, you know what I mean? Like, cause he really be wilding out. But I also think that this is the time for Kane to really move in and move up with Noma too. You know what I mean? Obi is about to be on the outs, but does that mean he gonna be in with Tariq?
What do you mean? Does that mean? Tariq got to he finna leave and be with a group of his niggas with Reek or his people with Reek, bro. Yeah. Like, get out of here. I got something to say, but I'm waiting for this to be closing. I'm finna left field all this. I'm finna left field all this. All of this, bro.
But I'm thinking that they about to find a way to get another connect. You know, the little trailer shows there's about to be some dealing going on. They back on the streets. Probably ain't gonna be on Stansfield with the hand-to-hand. So they back on the streets. Is it
gonna be Obi people or this one other person that everybody forgot about?
Who that?
I ain't saying it till it's time to sign.
I'm waiting to see when 2-Bit come back into this.
2-Bit ain't come back.
He coming back. He gotta come back
because
he's spiteful. He gonna be mad about that car.
If he come back in place, that means he fucking the shit out of Courtney. Because there ain't no need for him to be around, and she keep making sure he paid.
He keep a spot on the show.
They better be married. You know what? They better be married.
He probably got a good role in the next spinoff. You know how?
And Effie's, he's gonna be Effie's hookup. What if Two Bit and Effie? Like, you see, you could go anywhere with this. You know what I mean?
But I saw this whole. We was on this whole thing about everybody meeting up in California. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a whole nother chapter that's coming. Because even something came out with Tommy, Joseph Sikora, like, really came out and was like, they going to wrap up Force, but they got something coming after this. So I'm like, man, it's about to be some fireworks happening with the Power Universe, man.
I think we all freaking out because 50 and them got something planned for everybody later, but they got to wrap up some type of contractual agreement with Stars or something.
Yeah,
I feel like they're rushing to end everything real quick so they can wrap up something there. So once it's wrapped, they can start elsewhere. I don't think Stars might be the home of the Power Universe moving forward.
I can see that, especially with 50 behind the studio and all of that kind of stuff. And I don't blame him. I mean,
he got Tyler in his pocket because he used Tyler Perry. I think 50 built some studios or something, and he talked with Tyler Perry about it. I believe that's true. People can fact check.
And I mean, that'd be great if he did that, man. Well, he's already done it, but just great if he can continue the legacy of the show and keep it on the same quality, frequency and all that kind of stuff.
Because I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna be pissed if he doesn't. I got one. But so, all right, we gotta get ready to wrap this stuff up. So, what do you think is going to happen with Don, the cop? What do you think he's going to be doing next episode?
He already got Obi, so he's about to get some kind of questioning, if not some kind of information from Obi. You know what I'm saying? But I do think it's going to be he going to have to touch everybody before he really get to Tariq.
You want to know some crazy shit? You want some crazy stuff? Obi is in a position where he can give them Noma and nothing happens.
I mean, yeah, she kind of been turning on him. So I mean, that motives wise, I can see him doing it. But he seemed like he's pretty loyal. But I mean, it's still the Power Universe. So I mean, we'll just have to see on that.
So, who's the baby daddy?
It's Celine.
It's Celine.
It's always the who you ain't expecting. He was laid up with her and stuff first. You know what I'm saying? It's been a little time or whatever. But Celine was in there. He was Ray J with it. I hit it first.
Bro, it ain't reach. But all right. Let's get off here. All right. Snap. I don't know how I talk about that. Do you think man, I'm gonna just start talking about stuff. So
we was wrapping it up.
We are wrapping it up, but you know what I think? Like Future all like who's with Tyreek at the end? As much as I hate to say it, I think it's Effie. And the reason why I think it's Effie be all out for herself, but like the way that Tyreek thinks when it comes to approaches, Effie, even if she thinks for herself, she has to recognize how Tyreek has a deal.
She know how to get in line.
But my deal is, I think she'll do it because they both are their street nature, but like that school shit, she still has her own like mind shit. And that's the same thing Reek is, but just in different ways. It's like, I feel like there'll be some way to get on the same page. And just to wrap this shit up, I really do think that Monet will kill Diana, and it doesn't matter about the baby. I said it.
We end on that. We done wrapped it up about 3-4 times.
You suck.
All right, y'all. This KGPJ Talk Radio. It was Power Talk or
no, forget that.
What's the name of the show? We don't even got
forget
the name
that.
Of the
What's
show.
the name of this? Here's my far-fetched one. Tyreek Phoenix. Hold on, here's my far-fetched joint. I ain't letting this slide. I ain't letting this slide.
All of this.
Well, it's happening. It's happening.
Go.
Bro, I bet we'll see Tommy's nephew in New York before it's over. Coming there, it's like, hey, we got a person that's kind of crazy. We just don't. I bet it's.
That will be, because dude is just reckless as shit.
Here come here, Tommy like, hey, this guy right here, make sure he's safe.
He reckless.
And he gonna pull up with the Uzi.
And I feel like somebody like that could kind of have like Kane, not in line, but it'll counterbalance him and his crazy. You know what I mean? It'll be like somebody in Tariq's pocket that's like, yo, I kind of gotta watch out for this dude, like, cause he loose with the trigger.
Indeed. All right. Well, Man, I want to keep going. I have so much stuff I didn't talk about, but we'll talk about it next week. But hey, I'm glad you guys stopped by. Got a chance to kick it with us here at the Gumbo Network and talk about power. I really like this. We like the layers. We like the onion that this whole universe has come to be. I can't wait to see what it develops into next. But for the Gumbo Network, it's Southside 2 times, Southside.
Hey, and it's Dexter Who say, y'all eat good.
Eat good, man.